When Doug Bowser took over as head of Nintendo of America from Reggie Fils-Aimé, I was one of the many people who thought it was hilarious. When the two Bowsers met each other in the 2019 E3 Nintendo Direct, Doug made a point of saying the two were not related.
Are you related?
No, but we get that a lot.
Which I thought was really confusing. Why would they be related? Doug Bowser's family name is Bowser, where King Bowser's family name is Koopa. I just figured this was some kind of cultural misunderstanding. Except, I later discovered Doug Bowser tweeted multiple times of his relation to the Koopa clan during his career with Nintendo, especially when Doug was speaking in the capacity as the head of Nintendo of America. So what is it? Is Doug Bowser a Koopa? And if so, how is he a Koopa? I mean, if anyone should have been adopted into the Koopa clan, it should have been Reggie given how much he did for Nintendo. So what's really going on here? As part of my in-depth investigation into Saurian human relations, I was already aware of Bowsette and her strained relationship with Nintendo. The first mention of Bowsette was on the 19th of September in 2018 by Ak92, a Malaysian online artist, as part of a comic strip which he posted to Twitter. At first, people thought that Bowsette was a transformed Bowser using the Super Crown. But after Nintendo stated that men could not use the crown, it was speculated that Bowsette was the child of King Bowser and Princess Peach. This was a completely reasonable conclusion given the NTR nature of the Mario universe. However, what if, instead of King Bowser being Bowsette's father, he is in fact her grandfather, with Bowsette's parents actually being Wendy O'Koopa and Doug Bowser. Yes, the same Doug Bowser whose promotion to head of Nintendo of America was announced less than 7 months after the discovery of Bowsette. Looking at the timeline, it becomes clear. In 2012, during an interview with Game Informer, Shigeru Miyamoto, the father of King Bowser, officially disowned all 7 of the Koopa kids, including Wendy O'Koopa, stating that, "Our current story is that the 7 Koopalings are not Bowser's children. Bowser's only child is Bowser Jr., and we do not know who the mother is." This callous and unjust act flies in the face of the reality that since Super Mario Bros. 3, the Koopa kids were clearly called King Bowser's children. Doug Bowser joins Nintendo of America in 2015, coming from the child exploitation company EA. Did Doug meet a heartbroken and impressionable Wendy and work his microtransaction wiles upon her? And 3 years later, we learn about Bowsette. It would explain Doug's meteoric rise to head of Nintendo of America in just 4 years. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time someone gets promoted because they're banging the boss's daughter. It's actually quite common for clans in Japan to adopt men into the clan through arranged unions. Was this how Doug Bowser joined the Koopa clan? Let's take a look at this Twitter post from Doug and his other wife, Gail. He clearly calls himself and Gail Mr. and Mrs. Koopa. Now, given Doug's time living in Utah, this polygamous activity is completely unsurprising. I'm not shaming. I actually think it's time for Nintendo to do the right thing and bring the Koopa kids back into the family and acknowledge Bowsette and the love shared by her parents, whomever those parents end up being. I reached out to Doug for comment, but sadly I haven't heard back yet, so I'll leave you all with Doug's favorite mantra. Never regret what you have done. Learn from it, and get better because of it. And until next time, no shaming, just gaming.